Hey, what is up everyone? Welcome back to another Gunpla review, and today I'm going to take a look at the real grade Fullarmor Unicorn Gundam. And as you guys know already, I did make the real grade Unicorn the best Gundam of last year, and I'm pretty sure this right here will be up to the same exact standard, just with a lot more epic stuff. And I will mention, for those of you waiting for a couple of videos including the best Gundams of the year, the Beam Boomerang, and the giveaway that I announced, they will be coming up soon. It's just with Christmas and the New Year, everything has been so busy. Don't worry, they're coming very soon, and once again, this video right here would not be possible without those awesome people over at Hobbylink Japan. So if you want one of your own, there's a link down there in the description. Now let's get to this. So first off, this is a big box, just like with the real grade Saber we saw earlier in the year. And too big to fit into frames, so I'm gonna glance past this as quickly as possible. But anyway, this right here is your standard looking real grade box. Now onto the first side. So once again, as usual, we have that information on what real grade is. Moving over, there's the advanced MS joint inner frame, this time around of course in that awesome green, not red. A lot more information there on the transformation, but we saw that with the last version of the Unicorn. I will include a link somewhere, either down the description or in a card, to look at that video if you haven't seen it already. There is all the Fullarmor stuff, and man, this comes with a lot. That is going to be a lot of building just on the weapons. Down here, once again, we do have stickers for that massive V-fin. They're okay, not great. Moving over, and then we're seeing some more of what is referred to here as an abundance of armaments. Well, that's putting it lightly. And that's Beam Gatling Guns, hand grenades, Hyper Beam Javelin, and more. An image of what it will look like fully complete out of the box. And because this is a real grade, that means it's going to look absolutely killer. Spinning that round to the other side. Whoa, too far. And we have a whole bunch of shots of what it will look like once it's out of the box and in action. And that looks incredible. Of course, you probably know this already, but this does have a full transformation from Unicorn mode to Destroy mode, which is crazy considering its high grade sized 1/44th scale. But I guess that's what makes real grade so damn awesome. Funny enough, this time around we don't have the price included on the barcode, so I will pop it up on the screen somewhere there for you to see. Opening this up, and we should have some more info on the sides of the box. Yes, we do. So we've got 1, 2, 3 on here, so let's spin it around to the one side. So what we've got here is different variants of the Fullarmor that are available. That's the real grade there, the high grade Unicorn mode, Unicorny mode, Unicorn mode, what? Typo. As well as the Destroy mode of that. So essentially you're getting both of these high grades in one, but better because, you know, the high grade Unicorn is not that great. A bit of a blurb about high grade. You can pause that if you want to read that. Flip it around to the other side. Here's number 2, talking about other high grades you can pose with it. And I don't know about you guys, but I feel there should be a lot more love for the Gira Zulu right there. All we have is a high grade. I don't ever think we would ever see a real grade of something like that, but my god, I want to see a master grade. The same complaint I always have about things. So moving over here, and we've got a bunch of other high grades from Unicorn, and I think some of these might be P Bandai. I think this one right here is. I absolutely adore that version of the Jegan. And as for the other sides, nah, just some info there, some info there. That's all that's on that part of the box. So we're gonna dig in under here for the manual first. Oh, come on. So first off in here, we've got an ad for the Gundam Base Tokyo. Around on the other side is the Gundam Base Live, which is their YouTube channel. Right there is the manual. In here, it looks like we're going to have quite a few runners. Not as crazy as I thought it would be, but there's definitely a lot of building in this little guy. I'm not going to go through this or the runners too much in this video, because honestly, this is the third release of the real grade Unicorn this year. There was the Bandai one, then there was the Banshee, and now there's this one, which is the Fullarmor. So the only thing that's really going to be any different is some of the weapons. So let's take a quick look through those runners. So the only runners I'm going to be taking a look at this time around are the ones that say Bandai Spirits 2018. So the runners from last year we've already seen before, so we're just going to be taking a look at these ones right here. So here on runner FA1, we have a lot of the parts of the rigging on the back of the Fullarmor, which holds all the weapons. You've got some magazines on here, some parts of what look like the missile launchers, some verniers, and some more parts of those big fuel tanks on the back. Looking good so far. FA2 then is a repeat of some parts from FA1, and it makes me wonder how different these are from the high grade. I assume there's a lot more detail being a real grade. But sadly, I don't actually have the high grade full armor for a direct comparison. Next up then is runner FB1. Once again, this is new for this year. Multicolor runner. And on here we have the red from the grenades, those massive fuel tanks, some grey sections there also for holding those grenades, part of the missile launcher there, and these over here look like the white sections of the Javelin. Lastly then we have these clear green sections. They're actually a little greener than they show up on the camera in person. That's a really nice green, looking good. FB2 is exactly the same as the last runner, except this time around we have the effect sections of the Javelin up there. These aren't like your standard beam effects, which are usually a bit pliable. These right here feel very, very hard and maybe a little bit brittle. Lastly then here we've runner FC, and we don't have one of these, we have 3 of these, and these of course are the Beam Gatlings. These are in a kind of brown, which we see a lot with parts for the Unicorn Gundam. So once again, not just one, we've got 3. And the last thing we get in here is this absolutely huge sheet of stickers. As if real grade sticker sheets weren't big enough, this one is humongous. I would actually say that applying these would take longer than building the actual kit itself. So there is a quick look at what they look like, and that's a lot. So that is it for the quick unboxing. With something like this, it's exactly the same as what we've saw before, so you have a general idea of what it'll be like. It's just the full armor parts that are new. So whether you want to get the standard version, the Band Dessinée, the Banshee, or this, really just comes down to personal preferences, which one you like the look of more and what you want to get with it. I can only imagine this is going to be an absolutely epic kit. And as usual, if you have any questions you want answered about it in the review, then drop them down there in the comments and I'll make sure to get to them in the review. But I will mention that the best Gunpla of 2018 video will be coming out before that review. And I am considering making that particular video a premiere. If you don't know what a premiere is, it's a new style of video here on YouTube where basically it comes out at a particular time. You'll know what time that is in advance. And basically, I'll be there at the same time in the comments to answer questions. So if you do want me to do that, let me know in the comments. I'm not sure when, what time just yet, but I will let you know in advance. But make sure to tune in for that anyway. As usual, if you do want one of these kits of your own, there's a link down there in the description. I'll see you guys in the best Gunpla of 2018 video. And as usual, make sure to come back for more Gunpla reviews. See you next time.